Hi everyone. The main purpose of this video is to help you understand how null works in SQL, as it often behaves differently from what we expect. So let's take a look at the question. We have to find the names of the customer that are not referred by the customer with ID 2. So here we have the customer table. And what we have to do is we have to find those customers where the referee ID is not equal to 2. So if you see, we have Charlie and we have Edward who are referred by customer with the ID 2. So basically, we do not want this in our output and we want rest of the customer details in our output. So you can see over here. Yeah. So this is what we want in our output. Okay. And in our output, we do not have Charlie. Also, we do not have Edward. So let's get going. Let's quickly write the SQL query for this question. So I've created the table. I've inserted the data into the table. I'll provide you the code in the description of the video. Let's see what we have in our table. Okay, you can see that we have a table with 3 columns, ID, name, and referee ID, and all this data in it. Okay, so what we have to do is we simply have to filter this table where the referee ID is not equal to 2. So let me quickly write the where condition where referee ID is not equal to 2. All right, now before we run this query, pause the video and try to guess the output. Write your answers in the comment and let's see how many of you get it right. I'll run the query. Perfect. If you see, we have got the result, but this is not the desired result. So here we are getting the details of the customer, Bob, Fiona, and Hannah. But if you see the expected output, we have so many customers in our result set. So here we also have the customers with the referee ID as null. And that makes sense also because Alice is not referred by the customer with ID 2. So here the refer ID is null. So ideally this should also be included in our output. But if you see, when we are saying that customer ID is not equal to 2, when we are putting this condition in our where condition of a SQL query, it is simply discarding all the customers where the referee ID is null. Now the question is, why is it behaving like this? See, for SQL, null means nothing or missing values. So it says that if it is null, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's nothing, maybe it's missing value. It's not blank. I do not know what exactly is here. Yeah, it's nothing for me. So when we write 2 not equal to null, SQL says, I do not know what to do with this. I'm not going to give you the answer in true or false because I do not know what null is. It's nothing for me. So how can I compare 2 with nothing? Yeah, a number with nothing. So how can I compare maybe any number with null? Because I do not know what this is. It's nothing for me, right? So here it will ultimately give the output as null. That simply means that I don't know. So whenever you do any comparison with null, it gives you the output as null. So for this row, the where clause will return null or nothing. For this row, where clause will return true. For this one, it will return false. Again, for this one, null, false, true, null. And then for this one, again, true. So that's why in our results, we have got Bob, we have got Fiona and Hannah. Okay, we have not got Alice, we have not got Dinah, and we have not got George. So in order to have these customers also in our output, we have to add one more condition in our where clause. So let's look into it. So I'll add or referee ID is null. And now if I run the query, I should get the desired output. Perfect. Interviewers frequently ask questions around null because it's a great way to check how well a candidate understands SQL. Just remember, whenever a value is compared with null, the output is null, that is unknown. It's not true or false. Remember this thing and rock the interviews.